you. Yep, thank you. G'day, everybody. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Which bucket list cruise are you going on? Carnival Pride or the Celebrity Edge? A couple of days between the two, I think. G'day, Lorraine. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. It's great to see that we've got so many people out there who are looking at joining us. Um, Currently, I can see we've got a whole load of people there. At least four. G'day, Troy S. How are you, buddy? Nice to have you here. And there was one other which is not in the chat right now. No. There is a couple. Troy's going on both. Thank you very much, mate. Nice to have you here. So, Eric, g'day. Welcome aboard. Hey, Eric, some quick news for you, mate. Um, Celebrity Edge, January the 2nd, 2025. You in or out? I'm just saying. Well, if it isn't the great Mr. Josh, and I hope his lovely lady, the Lady Chastity, who are on their way to Port Canaveral, I see. What's it? Cruise Day today or Cruise Day tomorrow? Which is it? G'day, Michael Ann. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Martin at Travel Adventures with Eric B. Okay. Hola, Michael Ann. Okay. AATW, the Moonlight Adventures. Yeah, that's a thing in there. G'day, Betty. How are you? Nice to have you on board today. Enjoyed your company last night with Jonesy. Nice to have you on board today. We're talking about the two Helping Hands for Cruising group cruises that we know of in the short term. One of them is just in 11 days, and the other one is going to be 675 days away. But if you can make it, come on board. Josh saying g'day to Troy. Betty saying g'day to Troy. Eric is saying g'day to the world. Josh is saying listening and driving. Love you guys. Thank you, mate. We love you too. Deep down inside where we live, and it's a far way down there, I got to tell you. Troy saying good day to Betty. Betty saying good morning, good evening, everyone. So you guys must be on at least two channels, so that's good. Betty is saying it's 4:03. Well, the good news is it's 20:04, which is 8:04 in the evening. Headed to bed straight after this. Betty saying good day to Eric as well. Well, the good news is 11 days to the Carnival Pride. On that ship, we will have James Catanese and Cindy, and we will also have Scott and Amber Hicks. So that will be an awesome cruise. I know that Paradij are going on there, and a whole host of others. So there's going to be some amazing time on board that ship. G'day, Nick. Welcome aboard. Just got back to the U.S. on Monday. It was a great 6 weeks in Ireland, Germany, Austria, and the Netherlands. Mate, how did it feel driving on the correct side of the road? Lorraine, went to the restroom. What did I miss? Just me saying g'day. And Betty is saying good day to Lorraine, and Lorraine's got a thumbs up or a clap or whatever it looks like. I actually can't see it, to be honest. Oh, maybe I should put my glasses on, but the problem with them is, I don't know if you guys can see, but they are, I know you can't because it's like see-through, right? Yeah, right. They're about as dirty as anything, so at some point I've actually got to clean them. Today I'm sporting the Helping Hands for Cruising t-shirt. And folks, yes, that's an important t-shirt because we've got two Helping Hands for Cruising group cruises coming up. What have we got? Oh, it was a wave. Thank you for that, Lorraine. Greatly appreciated. Eric saying g'day to everybody. Oh, we've got Chris Busby. Welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you on board. G'day, Sean. Yep. Betty's asking, how long do you say? Do you stay? How long do you stay on? I got to leave in about 5 minutes. However, I want to come back. Generally, Betty, I'm on for about an hour, unless the chat drags me on for longer, which it has been known to do. So, hopefully, you're not going to take that long. But you do what you need to do, and we'll be hopefully waiting to see you when you come back. Eric is in Las Vegas at the moment. Oh, kidding. Las Vegas. Oh my God. Wish we could go there at some point. Troy is putting us in the house. Nick, it's not hard, but it was good fun driving on the wrong side of the road, Sean. More of the world drives on the right than the left. More of the world drives on the correct side than the wrong side, which is our side. Exactly. You've got it right, Nick. It's all our side. We're the right ones. Chris saying good day to Troy. Betty saying okay. Hurry now. We will be waiting. Michael Ann is saying good day to Busby and Troy. Betty is saying what days is show on? So, Betty, we do the hump day on every Wednesday. It's usually at 4 a.m. Your time, 8 p.m. our time. I think it will change when daylight saving comes out of Australia and you guys go into daylight saving. And so there'll be a 2 hour difference. So we will actually start at 6 a.m. And that should be towards the end of this month and start of next month for you guys across the pond. Chris is saying good day to Michael Ann. Lorraine, we have to entertain Sean or he bugs out. Oh, really? Really? Okay. And Chris is saying good day to Lorraine. Okay, so there we go. So we have Betty saying okay, and Lorraine is saying good day to Busby. Now, just to give you a bit of info, folks. So in 11 days, the Carnival Pride will be leaving Tampa. We'll be headed to the West Caribbean, including places like Cozumel, Belize, and some other places. Folks, you can get in touch with Kimbra from Matt and Kimbra from Fintastic Cruising. You can get in touch with them if you've got any more questions about that cruise. However, in 675 days, Helping Hands for Cruising will have another cruise, which anybody in the U.S. who's willing to come back on board on that ship, please talk with Crystal from Destinations Delight. She's got all our US guys on a plan. Anybody else around the world, please get in touch with Ilana and she will happily set you up. We are endeavoring to get a bucket load of people. I mean a bucket load. If we can help it, we're going to have in excess of 30 cabins. That's the goal. And it will be a Helping Hands for Cruising group cruise prior to the one that Ocean to Ocean are putting on, which is from Seattle to Alaska. And that too will be a Helping Hands for Cruising group cruise. So that will be an awesome one. In the meantime, folks, we've got to do what we've got to do, which is promote the Carnival Pride, which is right behind Ilana's chair, which I will move out of the way if I can. And there you go. There's the Carnival Pride. Behind me, we've got the Celebrity Edge. So there we go. We've got Troy from Nomadic Rat Pack on board. G'day, Troy. How you going? Yes, we have another cruise coming up. So we are just hoping that everything goes according to plan. Okay, I've got a a mouse that's playing funny games with me. There we go. That's better. All right. Okay. So there we go. Anyway, yes. So the Carnival Pride. I think you guys are going to have some fun on there. Hello, Troy. People are going to have some fun on there because the places that it's going. More importantly, people are going to get a look at the Florida Aquarium. All you got to do is hit up young Matt and say, "I want to look at the aquarium." I can tell you, having seen it ourselves when we were in the U.S. and we had the privilege of going to see it, man, it was awesome. I'm still getting over it, and yes, there will be some video coming out on it fairly shortly. We're still busy sailing through the videos that we took from the October trip, so I will be putting some more out fairly shortly. Troy saying g'day to Lorraine, so there we go. Now, I'm going to just try something on this because I want to see if this works. Now, I hope I fixed it. Let me just have a look. Because, well, I tried something, and if it works, I will get you guys to do it as well, and we shall see what transpires, if it works. And I don't think it did. Please check. No, it didn't work. Okay. All right, I got to find out why. I got to learn from somebody better. I was trying to get, if you entered in the commands for Stream Element, it brings up, well, it tries to get Stream Elements to actually pick up on who entered the details so that you could then put your channels in there and everybody could have a look and see who you are, what you're doing, and why you are around. So that would be awesome. The more people we can get that to happen to, the more channels we can get, the more people we can get into the chat, makes just life that much easier. Anyway, I'm going to go and do some more homework on it and find out why it did not work. So, into the chat right now, who of you who are busy watching right now have got yourself going on the cruise in 11 days? That's the Carnival Pride. Go on, just put your details in and let us know. Look who's here, the Lady Crystal. She must have heard her name mentioned. We're just talking about what's going on in January of 2025 and how you are the U.S. contact, the U.S. and Canadian contact, the U.S., Canadian and Mexican contact. What can I say? Talking very, very strangely. Those who are busy getting up in the morning, I'm hoping that you guys will have an amazing day today. Because yes, the countdown is there. So the question is, those that are going on to the Carnival Pride, how long before you start making the trip down to Tampa? So that'll be awesome. Okay, so Crystal's saying g'day everyone. Lorraine is saying g'day to Crystal, and Chris is saying to Crystal g'day. I mean, okay, Busby. I'll just go with Busby right now because the Chris bit gets to me. Anyway, Troy leaves in 6 days. Are you driving down, mate, or are you gonna catch a plane, or what's the story? How are you doing this? Stream Element says, welcome to the Humpday with the Down Under Cruisers. Please support the channel so we can support Helping Hands. Well, as I said before, this is a Helping Hands cruising T-shirt. Guys, I'm wearing it proudly because I know that we've got a cruise coming up in 11 days, and some of you guys are headed out that way already. So, there we go. What can I say? Besides, not much. Um, so, um, tell you what though, it's going to be absolutely awesome because picture this, Troy, you're going to head into Tampa. You're going to go, if you're there in time, you're going to go with Matt and Kimbra. They're going to take you guys into the Florida Aquarium, and you guys are going to have a look around, and it's going to be absolutely awesome. And then what you're going to do is the meetup. I believe there's a meetup going the night before, and then what you're going to do is jump on board that ship the next morning. And I'll tell you what, you are going to have the most amazing time. Just knowing who else is there. All right, so Troy says he's flying into Orlando. They're spending a 3 days at Universal. 3 days at Universal. Wow. And then Tampa and the cruise. Man, that's going to be awesome. So I can understand why you're going in 6 days. You're going to have an absolute ball. Mate, you're going to have a vacation when you get back from the vacation. I'll tell you what. Okay. Busby's saying, G'day, our man Crystal. Sorry I forgot we were in Sean's chat and have to speak in Aussie language. Oh, seriously? Busby, you couldn't even spell Aussie language, let alone speak it. Busby, gonna have a walkabout? You mean you meant right, Sean? Well, actually, mate, I am impressed. I am impressed. You mentioned the word walkabout, but the question I've got for you is, do you know what walkabout is? Aha! These and other exciting questions. Oh boy, things we get from things we got to teach these guys. Next thing they'll be coming here wanting to speak in rural Aussie. Only kidding. Only kidding. All right, let's look at the comments again. Thanks, I'm taking notes. Good on you, Busby. Good on you, mate. That's really, really cool. Actually, you know, there's some history to the word good on you. In actual fact, there was during the Second World War, or just after, there was a ship that came into Australia. It was called the Dunera. And on that ship was a whole bunch of Jewish refugees that were coming out of the camps. And they were then settled down in Australia. And what happened was um, they were taken off the Dunera and they were interned in a camp in, I think it was mid New South Wales. And in the camp, it was a bit like Christmas Island is for those that come in on boats illegally. But these guys were legally brought in as a refuge home. But in the meantime, while they figured out what to do with them, they had them in these camps. And being the type of people that these people were, they were rather adventurous and they were rather intuitive. And so what they did was they created a university, they created jobs, they created business ideas, and they all used to trade with each other, but they didn't actually have any currency. What they did have was they got these pieces of paper and they wrote down currencies on them. And the currency they used was the currency called the Gadonia. One Gadonia. So if you went for your maths lesson, it would cost you 20 Gadonias, and that's what they used. Now, the reason why they picked the name of Gadonia as a currency was one of the guards was talking to one of the guards there, and the guard said, They said, "Oh, we're starting a new university, whatever," and the guard replied, "Good on you, mate." And they thought, "Well, that's it. We're going to use good on yous from now on," and that was their currency. So rather interesting. Um, Lorraine is going hiking. Okay. Um, Busby, Sean, Crocodile Dundee was wrong. A walkabout is a rite of passage, not a walk around. Now, who told you that a walkabout was a rite of passage? Because the Aborigines do, or the I can't say that anymore. The indigenous peoples of Australia do walkabout pretty much all the time, and if you just don't feel like staying with your feet firmly planted on the ground, you go on walkabout. Pretty much like all you guys that are doing your IV travels, you guys are doing a walkabout. Now, Wiki does not know everything, okay? Wiki is pretty much like Dr. Google. And Wiki thinks they know everything, but they don't know everything. So there you go. And besides, it's Wikipedia. So there we go. Um, okay, Chris. Let me do this for you, mate. Let me do this. There you go. What does he say? He tried. Yeah, I know you did, mate. I know you did. And I appreciate that you took an interest. And and if we say that somebody's gone to way back out in the middle of nowhere in Australia, and this is what some of you guys will do when you come in for the group cruise in 675 days. You guys are going to come in and you're going to do a bit of a walkabout yourself. You're going to go walkabout and have a look at places. And you'll also get to the place that is just this side of the black stump. And when you get to the place that's just this side of the black stump, you know you've gone just far enough. Because if you go the other side of the black stump, you've gone too far. It's like way out back, right next to the way out back. So there you go. Participation. Well, okay, Chris. I'll organise a participation award for you. Um, no, you won't want me to organise one for you because you may not like it. It may be one of those things that you people from across the pond are a little bit afraid of. You keep complaining that they kill you, but there we go. And Busby's giving me a smiley face, so that's cool. So yes, going to Tampa Aquarium, you will absolutely be amazed. Some of the animals have been well trained, and there's some exciting things in there. Like you'll get to see a whole host of things, and if you ask Matt nicely, he will show you his greatest passion, the snakes. And let me say, the Florida Aquarium has more venomous snakes than I've ever seen in my entire life. So there you go. I'd be more afraid of the Florida Aquarium than I would of Australia. Um, so you guys are going to come in. You're going to look at the aquarium. The next day, I believe you'll be on board the ship. It will sail out of Tampa. You guys will have your sail away party. You'll then go and enjoy the week, and when you come back in, you'll then do whatever it is you need to do to either spend some time or head your way home. But I do know for a fact that by being on that cruise, along with the Helping Hands for Cruising recipients, you guys will have an amazing, life changing experience. Not only will the cruises themselves but you guys will too, because um, I'll tell you what, it is life changing, especially when you see somebody there that um, has some sort of disability, and they or some sort of reason why they couldn't have done this before on their own, and you speak to them and you look at the smiling face and you look at the joy and pride that they have just being on that cruise and enjoying the company of everybody else. I mean, the thing that got to me the most was um, watching Kenny change from the moment he walked on board that ship. I mean, even after Bonaire, he was a changed man, and that was like fifth day out. So I know that all of you folk are going to be so, absolutely changed. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And then you guys have got a little over 650. Will have a little over 650 days to save up for coming down under. And I know that for a lot of you, coming down under will be the most unbelievable bucket list cruise of a lifetime. And I can tell you, your life will be changed. It is absolutely amazing. Yeah, yeah, Busby, it is awesome. It is absolutely amazing. Um, Especially when you go on board a ship and you look, you've got everything is put out in front of you. You've got all this entertainment, you've got all your accommodation, you've got all this food, all these new foods for you to try, all these new people to meet. And what's more important, you don't get judged. Um, the Sydney cruise, um, I was actually describing what happened and what's going to happen with you guys on the Carnival Pride. But when you come into the Sydney cruise, let me tell you what's going to happen. You guys will come in on the Sydney cruise for the Sydney cruise. Hopefully, you'll get here just before New Year's Eve. And if you do, we're trying to plan a place where we can get all of you together and watch the fireworks. And there's a lot of vantage points, but we just have to be in the right vantage points. But we get to see the fireworks coming off the harbour bridge. If we're in Circular Quay, which is where the cruise ship is going to come into and leave from Circular Quay, so that's close enough to the Sydney Opera House and also the coat hanger, the Sydney Bridge, Harbour Bridge. And what we're going to do is have the opportunity of looking at those fireworks. So, well, it's all over the sky, and they actually put music to it. So, the fireworks are shot off in time to music, which makes it absolutely brilliant. And more so, you watch $10 million worth of fireworks just go up. It's just incredible. And it goes for roughly about 15 to 20 minutes. One year I was there, they were shooting fireworks for half an hour. So it's amazing. And you know, New Year's Eve has suddenly appeared, right, with all these fireworks. And then you have New Year's Day to rest, because you're going to need it. Because the day after, we're going to get onto the Celebrity Edge. Now, the Celebrity Edge is a ship that is it's huge. It's got a what they call a magic carpet. This is a part of the ship that actually goes up and down like a lift, goes up and down. And certain times of the day, they've got the carpet right up on the top deck, where you can. It's almost like a bar where you can go and have your drinks and so forth. Then it lowers down to about deck 5, and it becomes a restaurant. And then if you go on any excursions or go into any ports that require a tender, then it just drops right down into the water, and away it sails. So it's going to be an absolutely amazing time for us to be there. And the cruise I know is fun, and the places we're going to. I mean, we've even got some extra excursions organised. The Sydney Opera House looks amazing, and the Harbour Bridge as well. Yes, it is. It's tremendous. I mean, we live in Melbourne. It's a good 9 to 13 hour drive away. It's about an hour and 10 minute flight. And Melbourne is the second largest city. Actually, Melbourne used to be Australia's very first capital until Canberra was built. But more importantly, when you look at Sydney, the harbour is absolutely amazing. There's a lot of things to do there. So if you were to come in early, so say for example New Year's Day, you decided we just want to have a bit of a tour around, what you could do is jump on a Captain Cruise boat, and or there's a couple of other companies out there that do cruises as well. And what you could do is do a trip from Circular Quay to Taronga Zoo, going to the zoo. And the best way to do this is you get off the boat, and then you walk up to a gondola, and you take, we call them cable cars, you take the cable car all the way to the top of the zoo. In the meantime, your backdrop is the city of Sydney, plus Circular Quay, where you've just got off. It's absolutely incredible. So good fun, good times. So guys, I mean, you know, you're in for a right fair time. You're going to have a good time doing things. You're going to have lots of fun. Lots to see in Sydney. You've got to go to a place called Manly. Manly is an awesome place. It's a city which is just on the outskirts of Sydney, or just on the other side of the harbour in Sydney. So you got to have a look. There's so much to do, see, hear. You know, you've really got to have an opportunity to go around and check everything out. All right, now I'm looking for something here very quickly, because I think you guys are going to enjoy some of what we've got here. So let's have a look. Let's see if I can get this to work. Yeah, I'm going to share this with you folks, because I think that you guys are going to enjoy. Those of you that are going shortly, this is what you're going to be seeing, and this is what you're going to be doing. What a great cruise that's going to be. What a great time you guys are going to have. And one of the reasons why it is such an exciting time is because part of it is going to include something I'm trying to get up here. It's going to include this organization. Oh, wait a minute, not this. Or maybe. Let's see how it goes. No, not that. We'll take that away. I hit the wrong button. Let me hit the right one. And get the right one up. There we go. That's better. Here we go.
Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul, and floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach? One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible, with helping hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be an ocean that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, making your dream a reality. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
Oh, yes. What an amazing cruise you guys are going to have in conjunction with the Helping Hands for Cruising group. Scott, welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you on board here. Troy, awesome seeing all of you again tonight. I'm going to hop out of chat as I'm already in bed and watch on the big screen. Mate, I know you're going to keep on watching until eventually everything goes dark because you've fallen asleep. But that's cool. Glad you've been here and thank you for popping in. Michael Ann saying good day to Scott. Busby to Scott. What's up? Busby to Troy. 2 fingers. Be nice. Scott, hey Michael Ann. Lorraine. No problems, Troy. Hey, Scott. Scott saying, sup, Chris. And hey, Lorraine. That's cool. All right, now, let me just... I'm just going to tempt you guys. I'm just going to tempt you guys. Because I know what's coming up fairly soon. So let me just see if I can bring this. Oh yes, I know what's coming up. And can't play it. No, okay, I gotta change. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's bring it up. And I know exactly what's gonna happen. Yes, folks. Yes, folks. That's the Sydney trip. We're looking so forward to going on. When it arrives, we've got to get you out on the Pride first. Busby's asking Scotty, how's the family doing today? And welcome aboard, Cindy. Nice to have you here. I actually know that it's not Cindy. I reckon it's James. Welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you here. G'day to Scott from the Catanese family. And, hey, mate, you guys got 11 days to go before a cruise. I know, it's getting close. Busby saying g'day to Cindy, but we know it's James. Maybe. And back again. Now, Stream Elements is saying we'd like to thank all of you who have donated to Helping Hands for Cruising. Please continue to give so that we can have more recipients joining us on our next cruise. Scotty, we're doing Chris, everyone is counting down the days. Amber, myself cruising, Kenny to Helen, and the boys, time away from all of us. Well, you know what? It's your time away from all of them. I mean, that's really the better way to look at it. Hammy and the wife doing Busby, and Busby's going, yeah, Scott, am excited for you all. Yup. Hey, Cindy, how are you? And James. Cindy's saying g'day to Scott, or rather James, maybe. And Chris, if we were any better, I couldn't contain myself. Mate, how many of you are there? And how much of you is there to contain? Oh, sorry. That's awesome. Okay. And we're almost packed. Almost. Mate, and when do you guys leave? We know Troy's going in 6 days. When do you guys leave? And hopefully that when you leave, it will be a safe drive for you, and you just let us know how things are progressing. We want to keep tabs on you. Busby's asking, Sean, he was asking about me and my wife. Oh, yeah, I know. I know he was. I know he was. And that's why I was putting my 2 cents worth in. Next Wednesday is when they go on the 8th. Man, that's exciting. Woohoo! Woohoo! Cruise is not so far away. Cruise is not so far away. I know what you guys are going to do. You're going to get on board the ship. And as you actually climb on board the ship, you're going to go, it's Cruise Day! And that's the most awesome feeling when you do that. In fact, Mr. Eric B. learned how to go, it's Cruise Day. Yeah, that's close. Now, Scotty, when do you guys leave? You're flying in the day before, I believe. Excuse me. Yeah, so that's going to be an awesome time. I think you guys are going to absolutely love it. You're going to have fun in the sun. You're going to go down to places you've never even dreamt of. You're going to see people that you may not have ever met, or you definitely won't have met, but you're going to be so entertained, and there's going to be so much going on. You guys are going to have so much fun. I'm going to say, I just wish you guys all the best, because, well, there'll be time before, but anyway, we just want to wish you guys all the best, because you know what? You guys all deserve it. Yep. Yep, you do. You all deserve it. Because there's nothing better than getting on board a ship and doing something different. James driving down, no flying. Yep. So that's, it's going to be good. The good news is, when you actually get on board, you'll just be able to take your bags, unpack them, and just relax. Then the rest of your time is your own. Oh, don't forget, you got to do the muster drill. Make that your first priority. Just go and organise the muster drill. Get that out of the way, then you can get stuck into your coffees and sodas and mocktails and cocktails and whatever else you want to get stuck into. But get that muster out of the way, and then you guys can have some fun. In the meantime, we're just going to go and plan for the next one. And I can tell those of you that are going on your first cruise, you will come off and you will be hooked because it will be amazing. A lot of things are going to happen. So just have some fun. Um, 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 and by the way, Chris, it's Busby. It's awesome to have anybody asking questions at any stage. Um, so yes, let's all have a chat and have some fun. Um, Scotty is saying that the flight leaves early Saturday morning, the 11th, and landing in Tampa around lunchtime. Oh, that's cool. Then you're going to get picked up by Matt and Kimbra, I believe, and then they're going to take you into the hotel. I believe the hotel they've got is not so bad, and it's pretty close to where they are, I believe. Cindy, that's section C for us. We're on 4th floor, room 4205. Yep, section C, and not sure where that is on the Pride, but we were in section B, which was out near the Liquid Lounge was where we were. Anyway, it's fun. Yep, thumbs up, and Busby, that's a thumbs up back at you because I did read your message on the messenger. So yep, thumbs back at you. Don't stress. Everything's cool. Okay, so Busby, Cindy, that will be a fun drive. It will be a fun drive actually. How long does it take for you to get from where you guys are into Tampa? Scott is saying that sounds about right, and I reckon going to the aquarium that evening. I think I think you guys are going to have dinner that evening. Well, you could be aquarium. I actually don't know, but give us a heads up. Let us know how it goes, Scotty. Because I heard Matt talking on the last live was last week, and I unfortunately last Friday night I couldn't actually do our live stream, but I was listening to Matt do his, and that was fun. And Cindy is saying, nice, Scott. We're going to have fun with you guys. I can tell you, you guys are going to have an absolutely amazing ball. Yep, you'll go there and you'll meet all these new people. It's just like some of them you'd look at like celebrities, and for some of them you will be celebrities. So it's going to be like an amazing time. Scott, looking forward to meeting you, and James as well. It will be a blast for sure. And yes, it will be. Yes, it will be. And then you get to do all sorts of silly things like like we did on our cruise, you know. Guy's burger eating competition. Lotion on the Lido. See-through bikinis, Rabbi Schmimmelhauser, I don't know. Cindy saying 18 hours. James said he drive 10 hours, take a break. The rest on Thursday the 9th. And that would be the most intelligent way to do things. In fact, if you drove, what's it? It's how long? 18 hours, so 10 hours and then 8. If I were you guys, I would be stopping every couple of hours, even just to take a breather. But please be careful on the roads. We love you guys, and we think about you all the time. Check out Helping Hands for Cruising website. It's www.helpinghandsforcruising.org. Um, we will be making sure that there will be some photos from that cruise on board that website at some point. Yeah, Michael Ann remembers what it was like having lotion on the Lido, as well as, my God, you should have seen Michael Ann see-through bikini. That was a sight to behold. Um, Busby, Cindy, if you can't understand Scott's accent, email me and I can translate. Mate, no one can translate Scott's accent, not even me, and my handwriting sucks. Um, I just think that sometimes when Scott talks, you got to get him to slow down. That's really the key thing. If Scott slows down, you can understand him. The problem is when he starts speaking, he can almost be booked for speaking at 120 miles in a 60-mile zone. So, yep, yep. Just get him to slow down. That's cool. You'll get there. Well, those of you that are packing should be almost done. You guys will have some awesome fun. Welcome back, Betty. Nice to have you here. And we shall continue with some of the fun and frivolity that's going on. Cindy is saying to Busby, we understand the southern accent. James' daughter lives in North Carolina too. I hope that's correct. Busby is saying, Sean, Scott and I are from the same neck of the woods. I didn't know a woods had a neck. Yeah, Lorraine's having a bit of a giggle there. Welcome back, Betty from Lorraine. Betty's going hand waving, pink waving. That's nice. Busby is having a giggle with Cindy. Betty is going thumbs up to everyone. Cindy is going g'day to Michael Ann and everybody else. Betty is saying g'day. We have a Facebook user. G'day, mate. How's it going? Could be Rob, I believe. Could be. Then it might not be too. Excuse me. But I will attempt to jump onto the old Facebook and see who it is. Unless it is. Let me just see. Could be. Could it be? All right. Well, we'll see. We'll get there. Michael Ann is saying g'day to Cindy. Betty is saying g'day to Cindy. Betty's saying g'day to Michael Ann. Busby saying g'day to Betty. Okay, now let me just see if I can find it. Actually, let me look under the ducks, because that's where one of the other places I would have put it. Alright. Again, people are saying g'day. Betty's saying g'day, and everybody's reacquainting with everybody, which is good. Okay, that is Rob. I actually booked a cruise, Chile Cruises Alaska cruise on Sapphire Princess in September of this year. Awesome! That would be an amazing cruise, I believe. It's Bonnie. Oh, g'day, Bonnie. Sorry, Bonnie. Please forgive me. I have this habit of stuffing things up, because there's a couple of people I know that could be involved in chatting. So I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And there we go. There we go. It is Bonnie. Excellent. Betty is saying g'day to Cindy, and we've got Cindy saying g'day to Betty. So there we go. Everybody's saying g'day to everybody. Bonnie, I hope you're feeling a lot better. Nice to. I hope you are. I hope everything's going well for you, and yeah, you're on the up and up. Um, as you can see, we've got a cruise that is happening in 11 days, which is the Carnival Pride going out of Tampa, and then we've got going out of Oz, out of Sydney, the Celebrity Edge in 675 days. So, hoping that you guys can all come on board and join us. Um, yeah, good news, good things, and exciting times. Okay. Bonnie is saying almost Purim. Yes, it is. Gosh, time is flying. Can you believe that we're into March already? Oh, you guys will be. Oh no, well you guys are in March right now. Um, I know. James up. He said hi to everyone. G'day, James. Hope you're doing well, buddy. G'day to James, and then yes, we are Busby. Okay, Busby said something. G'day to Betty. There we go. All right. So, um, um, Bonnie is saying my knee still hasn't healed. Still no weight bearing for another 2 weeks, and then if it doesn't heal, surgery. Oh no, not again. Not again. Betty's saying g'day to Scott. Scott. Now, tell me, Scott, is young Amber home? Is she snoozing at this particular point in time? Cindy is saying he said hi to Michael and Scott, the Down Unders, Busby and Betty. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, here's what I'm going to put to the guys to the folks that are going on the cruise in 11 days. Folks, please tell us what you did. Keep us posted. Let us enjoy some of the fun. Let us live vicariously through you. Because I know when we had Kenny on board, he was certainly a changed man, and we were all changed because of it. So please keep us posted. Bonnie is saying that a bucket list cruise would be a cruise that included Israel, but don't want to go to Egypt. Yeah, unfortunately, our cruise is not going to go there because that would make it a really, really long cruise. I will, Chris. Ilana's having a bit of a break. Wednesdays, Ilana has her time out because she works with me basically 7 days a week. And because she works with me 7 days a week, I give her some time out. Means I can say whatever I like, whenever I like on board my live stream. She's going to walk in here in a minute and give me a serve because no doubt she listens. Or either that, I'll be sleeping and she'll go, "What did you say that for?" But that's me. Scott, yes, Amber is home. Last time I talked to her, Amber and Kenny were doing laundry. What? Kenny was doing laundry? Well, well, well. That's awesome. Good to see Kenny's actually doing some laundry. Michael Ann is saying that she hears a rumour that Amber's got Kenny almost packed to go. Yeah, that's a nice rumour to have. Scotty, at some point, I want to actually chat to you on your own, both you and Amber on your own. I'd like to talk to you guys about some things that we've discussed in the past. You'll understand. You know what I mean. Yeah. Okay. Bonnie's got the exclamation mark, so I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. Scott is saying 7 days with Sean. Yes, anyone would need a break. I love you too, Scotty. I definitely need to talk to you now, mate. Um, Busby is saying, Scott, I heard he was learning how to fold stuff. Bonnie is saying, I'm glad Kenny is feeling better. Yes. Interesting to know how's Pa doing. I believe he's recuperating slowly, but he's getting there. Cindy's going, I'm making a photo book of pictures on the cruise. James is doing videos. That's going to be awesome, Cindy. We'd love to get a look at that if that's at all possible. And hopefully some of it will make its way, with your permission, to the Helping Hands for Cruising website and also the YouTube channel. Scott is going, yeah, Michael, she has Kenny ready to go. I hope in a good way. Chris is having a bit of a giggle there. So yeah, exciting stuff. This is the best part of the cruise. The preparing, the packing, the ready to go, getting all the documentation in order, getting yourselves all sorted. That's the exciting thing. Okay, cool. Amber is off this Friday. Awesome. We'll see if we can have a bit of a chat. I just need to keep informed with a couple of things. Yeah. So there we go. Cindy is saying, we send them to you, Sean, for Helping Hands for cruising. Thank you very much, Cindy. Really appreciate that. And yes, we want to show people. I mean, you guys are like Kenny. You guys are going to be our poster people, and so will Scott and Amber. In fact, we want to get a lot more video, a lot more chat with people who are coming off the cruise and saying just what an awesome cruise it's been and how it's changed their lives as much as it's changed yours. So there you go. It'll be an awesome time. So yes. So folks, we're coming into a little over 5 minutes past the hour. I've had a really early day and I am about ready to hit the hay. I want to thank you all for joining me today. We will be doing our live stream for those of you across the pond at 10 p.m. Eastern, which will be 2 p.m. on Saturday for us, and that will be absolutely amazing. Really, Sean? Amber thinks we have to spring clean before we go anywhere. I'm tired of cleaning and ready to go. Mate, all you got to do is spring clean the bag. Bonnie is saying, I'm afraid to see how much I'll have to pack for my southbound Alaska cruise, starting from Whitler, which means flying to Anchorage. Now, something for you, Bonnie, is in June of 2025, there is a channel called Ocean to Ocean. They're also doing a Helping Hands for Cruising supporting cruise. That's going to go from Seattle to Alaska and back down again. So that will be an amazing thing for you to do if you wish. And I believe, I'm not going to say which ship it is. I think it's a Norwegian ship, but I've got to get some more info and we'll be putting out a video on that when we're getting close to it. So there you go. Cindy is saying, I know one thing, James, be teardropping going on ship. I tell you what, even Kenny was having a tear jerk before he got on the ship. So there you go. Have a great day, evening, Sean. Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you, really. It's awesome. Michael, and I understand that's Scott. If she's like me, she wants to come home to a cleanish house. How is it going to be? Okay, I'm going to shut up because I know that's exactly what Ilana does. Scott says, that's it, Michael Ann. It must be a woman thing. It is a woman thing. Busby is saying, Sean, has anyone ever asked how many meters high the ships are? No, actually. No, I've got to take out the tape measure and figure it out. Bonnie possibly might join the Seattle round trip Alaska cruise. That would be awesome. I know that Bruce from Ocean to Ocean would absolutely love that. So I'll get you in touch with them later on. Have a be safe. Have a great evening. Be safe, everyone. Love you all. Yes, folks, you have an awesome day. We'll have a great evening. Those of you that are heading out shortly, please be safe. And we shall take care of you guys. Look after yourselves. And yes, we're going to have a great week. You too. Please take care. Bye now.